I actually don't know what BlizzCon announcements were there. Like
the new expansion.
the new expansion, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, for Mulligan, I would probably junk all of this.
No, I think Mark of the Lotus is always a keep. That's just the strongest card in the deck.
Okay.
Close.
Maybe flexibility, power. Anyway,
like most of the time I would keep the Raven, the Mark of the Lotus, and the Penguin. These cards are just very, very nice.
The Trinity. Okay. Firefly?
Let's think about the curve a little bit.
Yeah.
So we do have late game with Druid of the Claw and Savage Draw. What information do we have about the opponent?
Well, he threw away a free card, so he's probably got a mid to late game hand, maybe? Or he had a bad hand to begin with.
And there's one really important information, I would say.
Okay, kept one.
No, he didn't keep one. He didn't play the quest on turn 1, right?
Okay.
So he's not quest mage.
Tempo mage.
Yeah. Yeah, tempo mage, burn mage, something like that, right? We don't really know, like, but right now it's more likely that he actually has a faster deck. No, that's not true, because he mulliganed everything. Right now it's more likely that he is a burn mage, I would say.
Okay.
And I would play the Firefly, I agree. But there's a small merit to play the Bloodsail Corsair so that we draw patches. But I guess we just next turn have the option to go for Corsair, Flame Elemental, and Mark of the Lotus. That's just making our board really strong if we want to. But let's see what we draw and everything. Okay, that's probably changing stuff. But what's your play here?
Well, he's either gonna. I don't imagine he's gonna play Ice Block next. That's gonna be Ice Block. That might be Frostbolt. I mean, I would put this up in the 1-5 just so we can get a wider board next time round.
Yep, I agree. Let's do that.
Is this face?
I think, yeah, let's go face.
Okay. It's going to turn, no. Okay. Do we go wide here? That's one mana there. That gets 2 out. Get this out. And then a Mark of the Lotus, because I'm thinking this guy here is going to be quite dangerous.
Yeah, but we cannot kill the Mana Worm that efficiently, right?
Mm.
The kill on the Mana Worm is somewhere to play Savage Roar.
Yeah.
Which I don't really like that much. If we go wide, we can trade. We can make him ping. Yeah, it's probably still the play, just so that we can draw patches.
Okay.
Probably the play.
Flame Elemental too?
Yes. And the Mark of the Lotus. And then I would trade the 2-3 into his 2-2 and send patches face. No, into his... No. Okay, now you trade patches also into the Mana Worm. Go for the value trade. But it doesn't... I don't think it matters that much. But I would probably take the value trade with the 2-3. You could have traded into his 2-2.
Got it.
Right?
Okay.
So... But I think it's going to be okay. Because sooner or later we also need to make this trade with one of our minions, right?
True. Okay.
Okay, so you just got the extra damage from patches.
Brilliant. I'm thinking we've got two plays here. We can either coin out Druid of the Claw, or using the coin we can play Addled Grizzly and Galactic Crawler, maybe. And trade these two.
I think I like the Druid of the Claw the most, because we are actually not sure what he is. He played a lot of Burn Mage cards, but we don't really know for sure what he is here. Like,
Okay.
he can be either a Value Mage or a more aggressive one, so I think I would probably coin a 4/6 here.
4/6. Okay.
Yeah, because next turn, if he wants to play a Fireball next turn to kill that 4/6, that's fine, right? Because he's wasting a mana then. And now send a 2/3 Fire Elemental into his 2/2. Because we want the pirate to stay alive, so that maybe next turn... Yeah, face. That maybe next turn we can eat it with the Galactic Crawler.
Okay.
And if he just pings the pirate, it's not that great, I think. Okay, there's the Fireball, alright. Okay.
We could board clear. Clear this. I like your play of using the Galactic Crawler.
Yeah, because we have a 2/1 left on the board, right?
Yeah. And then but he's put down the grizzled Addled Grizzly first. So
the Grizzled Adley.
yeah, absolutely.
Let's play the Grizzled Adley, I like it.
Stage fright, right? So okay. So we'll pop that there. I did play around with Tinkmaster in this just for some amusement, and he backfired more than he helped, but it was quite funny. Anyway.
That's usually what Tinkmaster Overspark does.
Played one game against a priest where he actually picked him out of the free that lets you pick a card from the opponent deck. So I was quite amused with that one. Okay. Do we go for card draw first, or do you want to test for a secret first?
Well, what would you do? You tell me.
Well,
hello.
My only worry with Dispel on this, we possibly lose
on what? Remember, I cannot really see where you point.
Sorry, the Mark of Yshiraj.
Yeah, on which minion?
I'd probably put it on 2/2.
Yeah, I think I tend to agree here. Because of AoE, Blizzard and stuff.
There we are.
Alright.
Hello.
That's one down. So Dire Wolf and then Hero Power?
Yeah, where do you place the Direwolf?
In the middle.
Yeah. Just for the buffs, right? So, do you trade or?
I would send it all face.
No, I would definitely trade to protect our Grizzly and our Direwolf.
Okay.
Yeah. Because what we just learned, he plays Mirror Entity in Counterspell, so he is a faster deck. He's not the pure Burn Mage, and he's not the Value Mage with the Jaina. So he might still run Jaina, but I suspect him to play more secret cards like the Kirin Tor Mage and maybe the Kabalaki. Yeah, that's a possibility, but unlikely. Most people did cut it from the decks. The 5/5 for 6 mana. I don't. The Cabal Crystal Runner, I think, is the name.
Okay.
And we really want to preserve the board here because we have that Savage Roar, right?
Okay.
So if we give him that 2/2 minion on the board, it's just bad for us. Okay, that's his strongest turn 7. That's quite awful for us. But let's see what we draw. Well, it's not that bad, but not that good either. But I guess we play the Penguin, right?
Yeah.
It's not much we can do about it.
True.
At least we are getting a buff on it.
True. Savage Roar for protecting the board. Is that worthwhile?
Well, I would certainly use it here. The only question is, how do we trade? Do we want to keep the Direwolf alive or do we want to keep the Grizzly alive? I would probably trade with the Direwolf. So that means we send the Grizzly first in. Because we most likely would... No. Savage Roar first, obviously. First Savage Roar. For the maximum damage. And Hero Power always happens. And now you send the Grizzly in, because then you get 1 extra point of damage, right?
Grizzly here?
Oh. No, into the face.
Right.
Into the face, sorry. Into the face, and then the Direwolf into the 6/5. And face with that. Because when the Direwolf dies, obviously you use a point. You lose a point of damage, right? So. And I think I want to protect the Grizzly because it makes top decking cards like Firefly and Living Mana just so much better. Okay, so there's the Crystal Runner, and he has the removal now. He top decked the Frostbolt. Oh no, Fireball actually, wow. Okay, so we are kinda in bad... Oh, there's actually the Living Mana.
Such a pity. Okay.
Magic will tear you apart.
Hero Power happens all the time, I'm guessing.
Yeah, Hero Power happens all the time, and we always hit face with the Hero Power, right? So we can put him to 10 and play the Living Mana, or we can trade one of the Source's Apprentices.
Well, he's got 18 cards left. What can he draw that the discount's going to really matter on?
Arcane Intellect is the draw, right?
Okay.
Arcane Intellect is the draw that he wants. So it's probably 2 out of 18 that really matters. But on the other hand, 2 damage can also be really nice. I guess I would still trade because we get a fresh 2/2 for the Penguin when we trade it. I think that's my main argument here for trading. Yeah. But it's really freaking close. It depends so much on all the top decks and everything. But the thing is, we still set up for lethal, right? So
yeah. Unless you top deck Flame Strike.
No, actually we don't set up for lethal. I'm stupid. So we should have attacked face. That would have set up for lethal. Because then we would have had 11 damage on the board and this way. So I actually misplayed here. We should have attacked face because then we set up for lethal. If he doesn't have an answer. But I mean, we are 1 damage off, right? So
yeah.
But it was probably better than to hit face because we give him an extra turn here now, right?
Yeah.
But we just send everything face. He can never kill us. But I think it's still a misplay that we give him an extra... Wait, we still have lethal? No, you attacked face already, right?
Yeah. Do we keep this? Do we keep it like a crawler or just drop it?
No, why would you keep it?
Yeah, I guess.
It's actually... No, well, it doesn't really help against Volcanic Potion or something, but I don't think he runs Volcanic Potion because his deck is aggressive and he doesn't want to play that. And even if he top decks Volcanic Potion, that still means we win, right? Because we have the hero power.
Absolutely.
So I think the only card that's helping him here is Arcane Intellect. It's probably just better to end the game earlier.
You asked for it.
I must protect the wild.
Is it the same guy?
So what would he keep here?
I would get rid of all of it.
Yes, correct. Oh, Patches
I don't know
here.
why. Every time I'm on a call with you, I always get this guy. It's remarkable. Well, it's either pass or Patches, really. I wouldn't want to play Snow Flipper because it opens him up to a ping and he's not behind anything.
Well, if he really likes to coin the ping for Snow Flipper Penguin, that is okay for me, I would say. So the thing here is, are we feeling lucky? Are we feeling that we can top deck our way into a buff? That's the option here, right? Because there's one line where we start playing Patches and Penguin right now. I would always play both of them or none of them. I would not just play Patches. That doesn't really make sense in my opinion, and I would also not just play the Penguin. But since we are lacking the turn 3 play here, I would just hold this turn and go for the Druid of the Swarm next turn. So then we have 2 draws to get the different buff cards. The Mark of the Lotus or the Power of the Wild or the Mark of the Shard. So that's my reasoning here. Oh, this time it's Open the Waygate, alright. So against Open the Waygate, it's actually quite strong to play the minions out early.
Okay, so
it would have been probably better to play the 1/1s, because we are missing 2 damage already here.
Got it.
But yeah.
Alright, so do we do that this turn then, or do we stick with Druid?
Well, that's not really mana efficient, is it?
No. Okay.
I would actually play the Galaka Crawler here. And not the Druid of the Swarm. And I would still play the Penguin. Because we learned that he is the Quest Mage.
Okay.
So what is the simple reason that I want to play the Galaka and not the Druid of the Swarm?
Maximize damage.
Yep.
Because we're on the clock, aren't we, basically, so...
Yeah, well, more or less, yeah.
So, just for efficiency, we can play Druid of a Swarm and a Firefly?
Yep. Looks good. Where do you place the Firefly?
I place the Firefly on the right.
Okay, and where do you place the Druid of the Swarm?
Far left.
Yeah, that's an option. I would probably place it on the far right, though. In case we get Direwolf Alpha and need to trade or something. I just like to have the strongest 2 minions on the very far left and on the very far right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here?
But on the very far left is also fine, I think.
Okay.
But you should always remember for Direwolf Alpha that the weakest minions should be in the middle. Because oftentimes the goal is you want to buff your smallest minions so that you can trade them off like in a row, like tick tick tick, and still buff the taunt. And the way you placed it right now doesn't allow you to also buff the taunt.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Had to take this guy out effectively, don't we? So 2, 3, 4, 5, hero power and patches.
Yeah, that's probably what we have to do. It's not great, but this matchup is anyway quite terrible for us. If he actually gets Doomsayer Frost Nova off, we usually lose, so we just hope here that he doesn't have the second Doomsayer. And do you play one of our smaller guys here or not?
I was thinking about the Flame Elemental, but if he does clear the board, we kind of need to reload, so I'd hold them.
It's close. I think I would still play it just for maximizing damage.
Excuse me.
Not for that. No worries.
Good, good. And
Oh, rewarded.
what do you think that is? There's what? 1, 2, 3.
Well,
1 in 8 is it's counterspell. Might be counterspell. Should we?
yeah. Do you know where it's coming from? That secret.
Let's.
Where it came from?
I think it was a. It was no. It came from his deck.
No, I think it was the glyph. My deck tracker tells me it was from the glyph.
Okay, my deck tracker's in the way, so I can't actually. All right, cool. Okay, so
I would still try to get the power of the wild off. Just wait. I would play the Bloodseer Corsair first. I would still play the power of the wild because it's so good if it works out. It might just be Ice Barrier or Vaporize or something. Yeah, nice. And then now you send patches first to the face in case of Vaporize. Okay, and hero power and everything face, obviously. Because when it is counterspell, like, we don't have any other spell to trigger the counterspell, right? So
yeah,
it's going to hurt us anyway. And if it's not counterspell, the reward is just so high. So
true.
We just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. So that's pretty insane.
The end is coming!
Card draw first?
Yes, I guess. If it's Spellbender, we should win anyways, right? Which minion are you buffing?
I would put it on the Crawler just to get him out of AoE range. If I put it on the Penguin, he's still 4 health, which keeps him in the
Yeah,
range.
no, it's either the Crawler or the 2/6. I think I like the Crawler idea, yeah.
Okay.
Get 2 6 health minions. Alright, so make sure to proc him at 1, I would say.
Okay.
I think it's more important to proc him than killing the Doomsayer, actually.
Okay, so what order? That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I think you go first with the... Well, it's easy to proc him at 1, right?
Yeah.
The 5 attack first, and then any 2s, and the hero power. Why is it more important to proc him here than kill the Doomsayer?
Well, we've got we have 2 forms of guaranteed kill, don't we? We can hero power and trigger the next ice block, and we still have Druid of the Claw for the following turn.
Yes, even if he has a Frostbolt here, we are probably likely killing him, right? And he doesn't have heal usually, so I think I really like that. Yeah, it's probably Ice Barrier right now. That's very strong for him, but we should still be able to finish him.
Okay, so the Grizzly followed by the 2 elementals?
No, I think I want to Druid up to claw damage here.
In charge?
Because the Grizzly can be... Yeah, charge. Definitely charge. Because the Grizzly can be more valuable next turn. When it's going to buff more minions, potentially.
Okay.
Okay, that's pretty good. I'll draw for us. I like that.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
He's looking for a nice block, isn't he?
Yeah, something like that. Just anything to stay alive, right?
Okay, that's good. So, order of play. If we put the Market Yasharaj on the Druid, the only thing that can take it out is a Fireball. Do we consider that a good value trade?
Yeah, kinda, but the opponent doesn't run fireballs. It's not in the deck list.
Okay.
So the question is if we want to get that card draw. We probably want to get that card draw, so let's start with that. Just to find lethal, maybe.
Okay.
Okay, so I think we just make a really big board and try to kill him next turn. So let's go make it really big, right? Get the Grizzly, the Firefly, and another Firefly and the Mark of the Lotus, right? That should be quite nice. Should be very hard to kill with AoE.
Okay, like it. If he's clever, ping the Grizzly.
An incredible discovery!
Okay, so 5, 6. Do we hero power down and then?
Yeah, let's hero power. Let's start with the hero power.
Living Mana and Mark of Lotus?
Yeah, I like it. Make the board big. Because next turn he's going to play another Ice Barrier.
Yeah.
Unless he has Flame Strike somehow, which he didn't really have the last turns, I think. Or he needs another Blizzard.
Yeah, it still immunizes us from, well, keeps the 8/6 alive too.
An incredible discovery!
I would hero power, get him down to 1, and then pop the ice block.
You get him down to 2, right? But yeah.
2, yeah, okay.
Yeah. And then do you trade with the minions? Or not?
If you want to be extra careful, probably.
Yeah, I think so, because it protects your 6 health minion.
Yeah, okay. So we've had 3 ice blocks so far. Are we going to see number 4?
It was 2 ice blocks, right?
Yeah, he generates
One barrier.
Oh, yes, sorry, you're right. Barrier, yeah.
And that's it.
That's quite an interesting matchup, actually. I think I would have lost that.
Well, yeah, it's actually... I think the opponent didn't really play that well, honestly. Like, he had two Frost Novas and 2 Doomsayers, and he never combined them. I think there was certainly some possibility to get a Doomsayer off, if he plays it correctly. And he also... We know that he had another Ice Barrier left in hand, he could have played that, right? So I think he made some suboptimal plays there, and that's why we were able to take the win.